What's more important to you, looks or performance?
I like them both. You forgot style.
Oh, please.
Greetings from East Los Angeles.
All right.
Godfather of lowriding. Gypsy Rose, Imperial's Car Club. They're world renowned. They're in Japan, they're in South America, all over the United States, the Southwest, Texas, New Mexico, Arizona, but right here, the hub, Southern California.
What's this all about?
Well, this is, as you can see, this is a car show. This happens to be they're showcasing the Imperial's Car Club, and this is the Godfather, we say, of lowriding. The car is called Gypsy Rose. I'm an artist. I happened to make this illustration of East Los Angeles, and I incorporated the car from the Imperial's Car Club. So here, I'm just here, and I recycle coffins, I trim in the couches. See here? Not something you would see every day at a car show.
Tell me something about the lowrider culture.
Hey, Jesse! Hey, Jesse! He can ask all right questions. Here's Jesse Valdez, the owner of the car.
How's it going?
Hi, how you doing?
Good.
What's your name?
Jesse Valdez.
Jesse, and which one is your car, Jesse?
1964 Chevy Impala Gypsy Rose, Imperial's Car Club, Los Angeles.
Okay. Can you tell me a little bit about your car?
Sure. The paint job is roughly about 40 years old. It was painted by Walt Prey back in, I'm going to say about 1973, somewhere around that time. It debuted roughly about late 73, early 74, and it is known as the world's most famous lowrider for coming out in Chico and the Man, and for that television show. Once it was viewed on the opening credits of Chico and the Man, you know, that show was shown broadcast throughout the United States and worldwide. So,
Which show was that?
Chico and the Man, featuring the late Freddie Prinze.
Tell me about what you did to this car.
What have I done lately? You know, I just been maintaining the car. You know, keeping up the integrity.
Right.
The paint job's roughly 40 years old, so I'm trying to maintain as much as I can. Am I doing any changes to it? No. I just want to keep it simple, plain, just like how everybody remembers it from back then. You know, keeping the tradition going.
So what is the allure or appeal with the lowrider?
The attraction?
Yes.
The trash can.
I'm gonna say Gypsy Rose is one of the foundations for it, and the reason why is because the paint job at that time was ahead of its time, and for being once again an opening credit to Chico and the Man, everybody wanted to know what a lowrider was, and that was your first glimpse of it on TV. And to see it in person, it's even better to see it in person than it is, you know, on TV, because you're like, hey, you know, I remember that car going down Woodard Boulevard. Oh, I remember this at the Los Angeles Convention Center, you know, one of those shows. Or hey, I remember seeing that at a, you know, chauffeuring at a quinceanera or at a wedding. And you know, a lot of people have memories of this car right here. And you know, for my father and everything, you know, rest in peace. I'm here to carry on that tradition.
How long have you had this car?
Oh, it's been in my family for a very long time.
Really?
Yeah, my dad was the original creator of the car.
What makes a lowrider different than other cars that are modified?
What kind of cars?
What makes it special?
What makes it special?
Yeah, compared to like other modified cars.
Other modified cars?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say within a lowrider, you know, a lot of people put their heart and soul, you know, blood, sweat, and tears into the car. A lot of family gets involved, so a little bit of yourself goes with the car, you know, and you know, you take a lot of pride in your car, and you know, even though it's like a sport or a hobby, you know, it becomes a part of you.
And so what style would you call this? Is there a style as far as
this is a typical lowrider for me.
Is it?
But then when you look around, you're like, well, why is this lowrider different from this lowrider?
Right.
You know, some people, like for example, this has custom paint. One might be, everybody has their own taste of medicine, you know. My father at that time, you know, he wanted to go extreme, and the painter wanted to go extreme too at the time. Hey, let's do something different, you know, let's make a name for ourselves, and that's what the painter and my father did at that time.
So would a lowrider, would that be different than a tuner?
Than a who?
Than a tuner? Is there a difference?
What the tuner?
Like somebody who modifies a car?
You know what? I'm gonna say yes and no. you gotta look at it this way: a lowrider and even a Euro car. Somewhere along those lines, someone's craftsman's going into it. It could be within paint. It could be into modifications. It could be into shaving something. It could be into hydraulics, airbags, wheels, tires. Somewhere along the line, somebody's getting involved and somebody's putting their mind into it and putting, you know, their heart into it to get the job done and to make something out of it. Either if it's a lowrider, a Euro, a dub, you know, something, you know, just to make it stick out more.
Right.
Where'd you think of the idea with the roses?
That was my father's idea.
For real?
You see this on TV before?
Yeah, yeah.
You see this?
Yes, I said I have.
What show was that? Or?
Little Chico and the Man, that, beginning part of that, and on some lowrider documentaries and stuff, I've seen it on there. Well, a few guys from his car club, his cars in there.
How do you like it?
Oh, it's dope. It's fresh, yes. Yeah. Hell yeah.
This lowrider shit.
Yeah. For real.
And would you say what's more important to you, looks or performance?
I like them both. You forgot style.
Oh, please elaborate on the style.
Oh,
yeah.
No, it's fun to have all three. You know, style's nice. You know, you wanna, you know, if you wanna go loud, then you go to the extreme. You know, you wanna be bright. You wanna be an eye catcher. So, for example, this was an eye catcher back in '73. It was ahead of its time back then.
So, what joy do you get out of it? Driving it.
That's funny because I drove the car today for the first time in over, I'll be nice, I'll say 10 years. You know, because I'm a trailer queen or a flatbed. And since I live close by, I decided to drive it today just to get the juices flowing. So I was able to, you know, enjoy that little ride.
Right.
But what I like to get out of this is, you know, I like it when a family comes up or someone comes up and they say, hey, you know, I remember this car from the cruising days, from Whittier Boulevard or something, and then they tell me what they know, and then I like to jump on board and tell them a little bit more history about the car.
So how come you've never sold it or you never got rid of it?
I'm keeping this in the family, and it'll remain in the family.
Is it going to your kids or?
Yeah.
It will?
One of these days.
It will?
Yeah.
So do you like the other cars that are modified, like the Europeans?
Oh
or
yeah,
the Japanese?
I love them.
What do you think of those cars?
I like them
You do?
because it's a customization. You know, even hot rods, Euros, drifters, dub cars. You know, we might be different in looks, but today we're under one roof.
So what makes them all like stick together, kind of like
Stick together. It's that bond. You know, like, hey, you know, I did this to my car, or hey, I did this to my car. It's almost like a networking. You know, you get to interact with different styles. So it's pretty cool. I like it. I met a few today.
Is there anything else you want to say about your car?
No, it speaks for itself.
I'm
having shit.
Right, Jesse, thanks. Likewise. Yeah, take care.